What's up, guys? Dad and I are at the farm and it is fall. It is 48 degrees today when we woke up, which is amazing. So today's video, I bought a Deny trailer jack. It's electric with a remote, and we're gonna install this thing and I'm gonna show you how it works. Rolling now. Oh, the fire? Oh, yeah. Okay, easy peasy. 3 bolts, popped them out. The entire old unit came out and 3 bolts anchored it back in the new one. The bolt patterns match up. The diameter of the hole that it goes through worked out perfect. So what I'm going to do now is splice wires. So I've got a spool of 12 gauge wire, positive and negative hooked together. This wire here is 14 gauge that came from the manufacturer of the unit. This wire here that I have is 12 gauge, so I think that's plenty. All I'm going to do is run the wire right here to the nose of the trailer, drill a hole underneath. I've got a panel inside that is, I'll show it to you, to connect it to and power it, and this thing should be operational. So again, I'm going to use these heat shrink connector fittings with the solder ring in it. To me, these are the best. You'll get a good soldered connection, and then of course I'm going to heat shrink it, and it is good. Then I'm going to run it in some 1/2 inch loom and it'll be protected. All right, now we'll do the negative wire. So I take my heat shrink connector with the solder fitting in it. I'm going to put this over this wire here. I'm going to take a piece of heat shrink, put it over this wire here. Then I am going to twist these guys together. Now this slides over that. And when you solder it right there, it welds the wires together, plus heat shrinks them, and these purple rings will waterproof it as well. And there you have it, soldered wires. Okay guys, everything is done. All I have to do now is drill a hole in the bottom of the trailer and go up into the panel. The panel that I have, and maybe get the camera in there to show you how I hooked it up with a positive and negative bus bar. that runs from 300 amp hours of lithium batteries with a master shutoff. So with the master shutoff off, this thing won't even operate. You have to go in, unlock the trailer, go inside and cut the master switch on for the lift to work, which is kind of a safety thing considering if somebody wants to steal it, they won't be able to pick it up or down. And since this trailer is more, the axle's more towards the rear, the nose of this trailer is heavy. It has a good tongue weight. I don't see one person, maybe even two people picking this thing up to move it around. But anyhow, let's get on it. Okay, I'm inside the trailer. I don't have the lights on only because I'm charging the batteries. But once I get about a 3-4 hour charge on these batteries, I'm gonna go to shore power and I can light this place up. But I'm trying to figure out where to drill the hole now. So let's check it out. I got a 16-gallon, this is the nose of the trailer. Got a 16-gallon water tank. I could drill back there, but I can't get to it. It is empty, but I'll have to disconnect all the hoses to move it. Here's my empty. I can empty the tank through this, through the bottom of the trailer. I can actually go right behind it and drill the hole to come up. And here is you would consider this to be like a breaker panel. That controls up to 80 amps worth of stuff. But all of that is controlled by this thing right here. So I can actually make this available to put power to the winch by simply cutting it on or off once I cut the master switch on. All right, I decided not to go on this side. I'm gonna go on this side. It'll be more hidden. These are all I have a 4-bank battery charger, so that's what all these wires are. And these are the 3 100 amp hour lithium ion batteries underneath. And I have another one over there in a portable case. That's what the 4th one's for, but it's not hooked up. So anyhow, I'm going to drill a hole right down there, feed that wire through. There it is. All right, here's the breaker panel. Think of it as like something at your house. Here's all the breakers. I have a 30 amp switch right here, number 1. All you do is put a positive wire, negative wire, and it is controlled by this controller right here. So technically all I have to do is plug them in, turn the power on, and the system should work. So let's get it wired up and we're going to test it out. I got to re-terminal this thing because I had way too much wire So I decided to go ahead and split it or cut it, which is easy enough to do. Just split the wire a little bit. I'm going to strip so much off of this wire right here, so much off of this wire right here. Then I'm going to take my latest and greatest connectors, and for some reason I'm drawing a total blank on what these things are called. But all you do is put them on, make sure you got a good bite, take your crimper, and crimp it. There you go. It's a plug connection for this. Making sure we hook these things up properly. Negative's going to go on the bottom. This is your main wire harness to the master control switch. This little wire right here. So if you're running that, Oxbeam actually makes one that I have in my truck that controls all my LED light bars and cubes. This is a similar product. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. This has 12 buttons. Okay, I just shore powered the trailer, so I'm gonna go master switch on, power up the inverter right here. Now I'm running off shore power. So this is the controller I was telling you about. It has 12 functions. I can cut my plug on outside for my diesel heater, extra cigarette lighter plug. There's the porch light, my refrigerator, and I have an interior light that it's just a tag light for a license plate on your car. It only pulls 1 watt, so it throws off just enough glow in the trailer at night when you come in. I got to feel around in the dark to try to find this little button right here that's in black to hit the inverter. Anyhow, it helps. All right, back to this. The manual on this thing says specifically in several areas, make sure you do not cross the wires, so copy that. Positive is on the bottom and negative is on the top. I'm gonna make sure of that by simply checking it out one more time. All right, got the positive wire in. Now we're going to do the negative wire, which is simply just a matter of backing this screw out. Sometimes these things miss the connector that they're supposed to be in, and they don't tighten. But this seems to be in. It's solid, so I'm going to tighten it up. They're in, boys and girls. Hooked up to a 30 amp breaker. So technically, I can shoot power to that winch using this button right here, right now. But I'm going to wait. Okay guys, I got the power going to the trailer. We're on DC power. I need to put a label on this. The trailer jack is energized. I just programmed the remote that goes with it. And guess what? It works. I'm impressed actually. So I'm gonna get a good use out of it tonight and tomorrow, and we'll see. Okay, not a lot of reviews on this, but installation easy as pie. I had to read the instructions on how to pair the remotes, and everything works great. So check it out. Okay, you got to make sure that you have the right type of jack for the right tone on the trailer, which is mine is the triangle mount. 3 bolts it's in. This is the light, not the motor. So you can light up this area at night when you get to your campsite. You have simple buttons. I need to read more about this. The up and down buttons, which are pre-programmed as far as leveling the trailer. These are just simply up or down. Once you hold it, it goes up or down, and once you release it, stops. And of course the light on and off. So this is the sound that it makes. If I go down, not incredibly fast, you probably can't see it on video, but it's definitely going down. And then up is a little bit quieter actually. So I'm running everything in loom right here, going under the trailer. I'm going to put some loom around the wires on the inside of the trailer. So this product, link in the description, I guess you pronounce it Deny. It's D-N-I-G-H. It is the remote control trailer jack that was on sale Amazon for $130. And as far as installation, as far as operations, I'm impressed. So now I don't have to hand crank that thing, especially with my bent trailer jack. So if anything happens, I'll bring you a review on it and let you know exactly what happened and how customer service took care of me. I don't expect that, but that's what we are. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is one of my instructional videos. Again, this is the first cold fall morning of 2025. I'm up here at the farm. Once I finish here with a few more projects in this trailer, I'm going to the Santee Coastal Reserve to go camping for one night. I do want to bring a video to you of my finished camping trailer. I've got so many gadgets in there. It's so cool. It's perfect for camping or glamping. I think you'll like it. I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.